Hello and welcome to this beginner-friendly evening yoga flow. We'll begin in an easy seated posture, spine nice and tall, and you can gently close your eyes. Bringing awareness to your breath, and notice if you're breathing through the chest or the belly. If you're breathing through the chest, begin to bring the breath down into the belly. On your inhales, think of inflating your belly like a balloon. On the exhales, think of drawing the belly button towards the spine. Inhale, the balloon. Exhale, draw belly button to spine. Inhale, balloon. Exhale, belly button to spine. Follow breath with the belly, moving at your pace, noticing what it feels like. And if you notice throughout practice that the breath has moved back up into the chest, consciously, intentionally bring it back down into the belly. Take a few more deep rounds of breath, still imagining that balloon. And on your next inhale, begin to open up through the chest. You can keep your eyes closed here. On your exhale, arch through the spine, gaze between your legs, finding seated cat-cow, moving at your pace, breath with movement. Finding one more full round here. And finding a neutral spine, let's interlace our hands behind our low back, forming a fist. Bring that fist over to the right hip, draw the right elbow back, draw right ear to right shoulder, opening through the left side of the neck. Bringing the breath into that area. On your next inhale, bringing your head back to neutral, then bringing your hands over to the left hip, drawing the left elbow back, draw left ear over left shoulder, breathing through the right side of the neck now. Find your breath here. On your next inhale, bring your head back to neutral, release the interlace of the hands behind the back, and come to find your feet towards the bottom of the mat, knees up towards the sky. Slowly roll yourself down onto your back, letting your head and your shoulders meet the mat last. Walk your heels up to meet your glutes, knees hip-width apart. Inhale, lift your hips up to a bridge. Breathe into the strength of the legs, the low back, the hips. On your next exhale, slowly lower your hips back down to the mat. Extend your left foot to the bottom of the mat as you draw your right foot up to the sky. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. On your exhale, gently draw that right leg towards you, getting through the right hamstring. You can keep the right knee bent here as well, breathing into the back of the leg. On your next exhale, begin to bend through the right knee. With the help of your right hand, draw the right knee open towards the right, getting through the right inner thigh as well as the hip. On your next inhale, draw your right knee across your body over to the left side, finding a supine twist. You can extend your right arm out to a T, gazing over towards your right shoulder. Find your breath. Reminding yourself to stay with the belly breaths. On your next inhale, draw the right knee back towards your chest. Exhale, extend the right foot to the bottom of the mat. Inhale, draw the left foot up to the sky. Interlace your hands behind the left thigh. On your exhale, gently draw the left leg towards your body, breathing through the left hamstring. On your next exhale, bend through the left knee. With the help of your left hand, draw the left knee open towards the left, getting through the left inner thigh as well as the left hip. Breathe here. On your next inhale, draw the left knee across your body, extending your left hand out to a T, gazing over your left shoulder for a supine twist on the opposite side. Breathe here. Notice if this side is a little different. Maybe it's a little bit more open, maybe it's a little tighter, and that's okay. On your next inhale, draw the left knee back into your chest. Exhale, extend the left foot to the bottom of the mat. On your next inhale, extend your arms by your ears, reaching through the feet, finding a good morning stretch here. Breathing through the sides of the body. Begin to walk your feet and hands to the top and bottom left corner of the mat, breathing through the right side body. If you want to get deeper, you can cross your right ankle on top of your left and grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Find your breath. On your next exhale, walk your hands and your feet to the opposite sides of the mat, finding the stretch through the left side of the body. Again, you can cross that left ankle on top of the right and grab a hold of the left wrist with the right hand if you want to get a little deeper. On your next inhale, begin to bring your hands and feet to the center of the mat. Begin to lift your feet up towards the ceiling. Arms can come by your side body, getting into our inversion. Can roll out through the ankles, point and flex the feet, or you could pedal through the knees, finding any movement that feels good for you. Finding one more round of breath here. On your next exhale, draw your knees down to your chest. Bring your hands to the outer edges of the feet. Open your legs out for happy baby. You can rock side to side or hold in stillness, finding what feels best for you. Beginning to find stillness. On your next inhale, draw your knees into one another, giving yourself a hug, wrapping your arms around your shins, maybe bringing your nose up to your knees. On your next exhale, release everything down to the mat. Feet come to the bottom edges of the mat. Hands can come by your side body. If you have a bolster or a pillow and you want to bring it along your spine to open up through your heart in Shavasana, you can find that now. Otherwise, your spine can lie against your mat. Palms can be opened towards the ceiling, and nothing to do here, no right or wrong way to breathe. Just be with the moment, be with yourself, and I'll bring you back in a few minutes. Beginning to gently deepen the breath, returning to the space around you. You can bring some movement through the fingers and the toes, gently reawakening. When you feel ready, on your next exhale, gently roll over to one side of your mat, holding yourself in a fetal pose just for a moment. Feeling into the safety of this posture and showing yourself gratitude and compassion for showing up on your mat this evening. With the help of your top hand, gently rise yourself back up into an easy seated posture in the center of the mat. Once you're there, roll your shoulder blades up and back one more time. On your next inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me this evening, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night. Namaste.